man. You know what I'm saying? I woke up and getting my daily dose of Eagle tears and Cowboy haters. You feel me? I'm feeling good.
Hmm. I feel amazing as well, bro. I feel amazing as a motherfucker. And listen, man, you done knocked off what was supposed to be the two hardest teams on your schedule. How you feeling, man? You feeling like Joe Frazier at the weigh in, nigga? You
Yeah,
feel like
yeah, I'm feeling on top of the world. You didn't ran the gauntlet, Cowboy Nation. This is the gauntlet everybody's saying. So I'm just waiting. You know what I'm saying? We just waiting to where they're gonna move to gold post next, and we just gonna end up there. You feel me? We gonna just keep fighting and keep handling business. Yeah, I'm feeling on top of the world. I'm not afraid of any team in the entire league right now. You know what I'm saying? Because they have proved to us they are more than comparable. Not only did you beat these teams, dog, you could have easily dominated both those teams, man. You spotted the Eagles 21 points and you still caught their ass and lapped them. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? You could have easily. We were really dominating. You know what I'm saying? Or we had control of the game versus the Chiefs for most of the game. You know what I'm saying? Like it was our mistakes that kept them in it. You feel me? Like you
mm-hmm.
gave them a pick in the beginning in the drive, and you still did enough. They were trying to pin you deep off your 10-yard line, and you drive 90 yards almost twice on the ass. You know what I'm saying? Like you you were balling.
Right. Yes, indeed, man. Yes, indeed. We were hooping, and like you said, and listen, we beat, and that's the beautiful thing about it, Lou. We beat, the two teams that just played in the Super Bowl with our B performances. We did not have an A game. You know what I'm saying? There were times that we had Patrick Mahomes sacked, or we had the drive stalled out on third and long, and they still made plays happen. There was some third downs that we could not get them off the field. Then we had the turnover. The blitz pickup wasn't good on that first third down, and Dak ended up throwing a pick. We got down to the red zone, two different times and did not come away with touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? So like we didn't even play our best game. We left some meat on the bone. And we still dropped 31 on one of the best defensive coordinators in league history. We still beat, one of the best quarterbacks to ever play the game. We still beat one of the best coaches to ever call a play in the National Football League. And this is not even our final form. But we still probably get Trayvon Diggs back this upcoming game, bro. We still got Perion Winfrey ain't played a snap for us yet, man. This ain't even the Dallas Cowboys final form yet, Lou.
Man, talk, man. Like that's what I'm saying. Like we are a sleeping giant. If dog, they better not let us into the playoffs. I'm gonna speak Super Bowl into existence. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna walk by faith. But I'm just saying we are probably the most dangerous team in the entire league. We have a offense that literally look. We are game plan proof. We are putting up 30 and 40 on the top offenses with ease, man. Like the only times we haven't do it is when we shoot ourselves in the foot. That is the game plan against us. You know what I'm saying? We literally have a we don't have a normal duo at this wide receiver stuff, bro. Like the duo conversation is over. It's over. The last five duos in the last 5 years, it's over. It's literally over. We are the boogeyman of the NFL right now. No one wants to see us, because they know if we continue to find this defense and this defense become even more consistent, where we can damn near count on them to get a stop. Because right now we praying for a stop, year in and year out. But when we can count on them to get a stop, oh, this shit is
Right.
over, man.
Oh, speaking of getting stops, man. How you feel about Eberflus? Because me and landlord were having the conversation, about some of his, coverages. Because he was like, man, I still don't like that zone shit. We were playing against the Eagles, and my only pushback to that is that's true. Like Patrick Mahomes would tear that zone up, but we didn't play that zone against Patrick Mahomes. We played that zone against Jalen Hurts. So let's
Right.
wait and see if he makes the adjustment and play more man against Pat. And the nigga did.
Yeah.
That scared me. I'm like, oh my God, they playing press man, against Patrick Mahomes, and that's why we were able to get coverage sacks. That shit was locked.
I'm with
Even
you on that. I'm with
even
you on
when they
that.
played zone, they played match. They played some cover four, and that kind of zone turns into man once a nigga gets there. So it's a lot more stickier than just letting a nigga run through your zone and shit. So I
Yeah,
was I was really I was really I I gotta give my hats off to him, man, because he's doing a lot of things that probably are outside his comfort zone right now. He's blitzing at a higher rate than he normally has. I think he's blitzing at the highest percentage of his career at this point. Uh, we played way more man at this point. Since the bye week, and this has been one of the better defenses in the National Football League these past 3 weeks.
yeah,
Like,
I'm with you on that. Like, I feel the same exact way. I just the only thing I wanted Eberflus to do is not be a stubborn fool. That's all.
mm-hmm,
I think that's the one sentence what I'm saying I can accommodate to. I didn't want you to be stuck in your ways where you willing to die by the sword versus any and every quarterback. Like hell, shit, put zone up because I like everybody but Eagles fans will tell them that Jalen Hurts can throw when it's the truth. We over here being hate. It's the damn truth. You know what I'm saying? And the hole's the biggest day, but even in there, he still couldn't even take advantage of that. And I wanted you to do the complete opposite versus somebody who we ain't got a question about. You know what I'm saying? And he's desperate. We didn't just beat a Mahomes. We beat a desperate Mahomes and Andy Reid. That's very impressive. That's why I want people to understand. Like, I want you to get hyped up. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying. But keep your foot on the Cowboys' neck because they're beating teams, good teams with their back against the wall. So I wanted to. I literally went in on a game cast and said to Boss, bro, I said, bro, if this man go out here, I don't care if we do get cooked. If this man is not playing more man, knowing we playing a Patrick Mahomes, I'm firing up the campaigns because to me that means you're just being ultra soft and not trusting anybody and just willing just to die by your sword. I'm like, no, if you're gonna go out, bro, go out swinging, and you went out swinging, and damn it, it worked.
right. And listen, I'm proud of the way this defense has responded. These past couple weeks. And listen, I also got to give some love to Jerry because there's a lot of guys that are on this defense making plays right now that was not on this team week one. And me and Wes used to have a saying: the team that the Dallas Cowboys bring out of training camp is the team that the Dallas Cowboys usually end the season with. They are not known for having a bunch of reinforcements come in halfway through the season and shit. And that has not been the case this year. Cause we even before we made the big trades, we picked up Jadeveon Clowney, and now he got 4 sacks on the season now. He ain't start with the Dallas Cowboys. He wasn't even in there at training camp with us, right? Then we went and traded for Quentin Williams. We traded for Logan Wilson. We've made some key acquisitions for this defense. He saw that the defense was still a problem. And instead of just saying we like our guys and resting on their morals and like this person is gonna step up for us, instead of just hoping that bad players raise their level of play, they just went and got better players, and I appreciate that shit. I really do.
Facts. And hey, kudos, man. Hey, I'm gonna get on you when you're wrong, but shoot,
Mm-hmm.
I gotta get the Jones some credit, man. Thank you. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was a government shutdown and all these flights getting delayed, and what I'm saying, that Cabo trip got postponed to April or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is. Thank you for staying in the office and doing what you said, Steven. Well, Steven, it still ain't you, but you did. You know what I'm saying? You finally we're doing what you said. You know what I'm saying? You said GM is a 365 day a year job. Yeah, it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. Just because you built a roster in the offseason, you paid some guys, it doesn't stop. And now that you finally did it, and I know you experimenting with it, and it worked, bro. We ain't gonna never let you forget about this, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's the
Mm-hmm.
beautiful thing about this year. So yeah, you're right. Like I'm so glad we doing things we are not. I've never seen them done before. We over here benching folks that we would have had sponsorships for. We over here, like drafting. You know how many drafted people probably ain't got they spot taken off just by better competition and letting us play it out and finally listen to us and saying like, hey man, like, bruh, stop just drafting people and then getting more trash people in here to prop them up on the depth chart. No, go get somebody else that's gonna push their ass down to make them better. You feel me? Not just
Mm-hmm.
we can't just allow emotions to keep running this team. We got when we prioritize winning, prioritize competition. This is the result you get, bro. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're gonna have to. I will criticize him, but I'm finna get him. they respect too.
Oh yeah, cause listen, 'cause it's just fair. You know what I'm saying? Like we got to be impartial because if we got up here and we dragged them for everything, our words would be hollow. You know what I'm saying? And we would come off as people that just hate them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So when you give criticism, you also have to be able to give props when they do things right. They can't go out there and do everything you ask them to do, and then you still, tear them down, talk crazy to them. And I think that's why people respect, our opinions when it comes down to it. But also, you are correct, when it comes to competition, because under older regimes, Malik Davis would not be running back two right now. We seen how Malik Davis was treated in the past, in Dallas land. He was the guy that had to be on the practice squad, but he has done so much to take these people's job. To go from being on the practice squad to being over, a fourth round, he a fifth round pick, but it doesn't matter. We know how we like draft picks. To go from being a UDFA on the practice squad to taking the running back two job from one of their hand picked draft picks, that means competition is alive to me, personally. And I respect that because there have been plenty of times where they would have tried to force the issue with Jada and Blue, and I'm glad that they didn't. I am glad that they did not, and that they allowed this shit to play out organically.
And you know what happens when you finally do that one move like that? Like it sends shockwaves to your entire roster. Now you are building a whole roster full of dogs. And you know how I know you're building a roster full of dogs, dog? We man, that special teams was out there hitting. And you know why they out there hitting? Because they playing inspired, because they feeling like the work they put in on here can finally get them some real reps time, like we've been saying, bro. When you don't have that politics involved, you finally get you inspired play, or that that Adija Clark, hustle play when he fighting his ass off, even though he got his ass tumbled and fumbled up on, rolled up on. Get your ass up, go down the field, and still go and fucking knock the ball out. In a special team, a crucial special teams player that gets us the ball back with a short field. When you do shit like that with Malik Davis, who balling his ass off on punt, going down and tackling, and you giving him the ball like that, you're getting better play because you're finally allowing a system based off merit, Brand. That's all we've been saying, man. For some billionaires, bro, they should have been known this, dog. Like this is how you get the most out of, what I'm saying, your lower paid, labor.
Exactly, because remember, because the opposite is true also, because if you're not being rewarded for working hard, why keep working hard? You know what I'm saying? Like that's just human nature. Like, damn, I did everything I'm supposed to do. I'm here early, I stay late, I outperform the niggas around me, and I still can't get on the field. I still can't get a fair chance. I still can't get an opportunity. What am I doing all this for? Why even try? And that's just real. So I agree with you, man. Like competition. And listen, have we had to say anything about Terrence Steele, since they openly said that his job was at risk?
Hell no.
That nigga went out that bitch and held his nuts. Like, nigga, I got a family to feed,
Boy, so I remember them McChickens. I ain't going back.
I remember Fugazios, nigga.
Yeah,
I don't want to
ain't
eat
going
that
back,
no more.
man. Shit.
Real nigga shit. So, Lou, let me ask you a question, dog. I need to ask you something. Man. Are teams gonna keep blitzing Dak Prescott after this, nigga?
um, my answer to that is yes, because I'll be honest with you. The key to stopping our offense is making the people up front break down. If you can get to Dak, that's the only way. That's my opinion, the only way. So they got to keep trying. Will they keep trying as much? Maybe not. I will say they're gonna use the Spags for film because man, Spags has some well-timed blitzes in there, dog. 'Cause them boys know how to disguise. But listen, I still don't care. I still don't even like. It's still I still believe in nothing. We gonna still be unfazed because I fully believe the only way this offense fails this year is because of us. It's because of
Self-inflicted
us.
wounds, yeah.
Self-inflicted wounds. That is the only thing that can stop this offense. That is the only thing. I really do not feel like it's gonna be some outside forces. Maybe if I'm thinking what's the Patrick Surtain finally team up with J.C. Horn and they form the defensive superpower duo. Maybe, you know what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, the way the NFL offense defenses are set up, they don't have that right now. And really, a lot of number one corners can't even hold both of these guys. That's why I said this duo is actually pretty different. Usually, you can get away with putting a number two receiver on the number one, and then putting a safety over the top, and then putting a number one receiver over the other guy. But you and your number one and your guy is getting head topped on. That's different.
Bro, people be forgetting. You know, you know that McDuffie is one of the best cornerbacks in the National Football League. You know, the guy that was trying. The key word is trying to guard CeeDee Lamb. Did you know that McDuffie is a multi-time All-Pro and considered one of the best coverage guys in the National Football League? And he could play in the slot, he could play outside, and he's a dog and a Super Bowl winning cornerback. And he's had all this experience. Did you know that CeeDee Lamb was out there destroying, one of the best cornerbacks in the National Football League on a snap-by-snap basis? Did you know that?
Just out there frying that boy. That's why what I'm saying. We called out CD because we know what he capable of, man. Just out there frying that boy. You know what I'm saying? Flambe. You feel me? Like, God, that's what make us dangerous, man. Even your number one guy ain't safe. You gonna need a safety over your number one guy. And Denver knew that. That's why they put a safety and Sertan over some of our guys. But yeah,
I think Denver played us the best out of any team out there, because they
exactly.
they also were the one team that could get to Dak Prescott. Like that, I think that was the one game where Dak was actually sacked and hit on a consistent basis. Because even though they did get the one free hit on Dak that led to the interception, they did not sack Dak Prescott this game.
I want to play Denver again.
I want to play Denver in Dallas because I feel like we would have won in that situation. I feel like we would have won it in that situation, man.
Me too. Yeah, me too.
He said
I feel like we
action.
just now we got Quinnen. I just we just have really a differently built team. So I want to see them again.
I do, because now we can get stops. You know what I'm saying? We can get stops out there now. Now Bo Nix, can't just sit back and hold the football. Hey, have you noticed that the Dallas Cowboys have not given up, really too many explosive plays, in the passing games as of late? I know we gave up the one on when Patrick Mahomes dodged 32 sacks, and then they just finally couldn't cover no more in the back end. But we haven't given up a lot of explosives anymore. They don't have time to to throw downfield anymore like that, man. This defense has been much improved. Coverage wise and in pressuring the quarterback, and it's just beautiful, and it's stopping the run. It's hard to beat a team. When you're making when you're one dimensional. They did not have a lot of luck running the football on a consistent basis. They did not have a lot of luck protecting Patrick Mahomes. And part of that is their offensive linemen were dropping like flies. Your boy Josh Simmons looked like he had to go to IR, like he broke his wrist. So hope he has a speedy recovery, because he is a damn dog, and he will be one of the better tackles in the National Football League by the time it's all said and done. But it just got way too hard for them to protect their quarterback.
Yeah, you got the best and most stout front in the entire league, man. You know what I'm saying? So, and even Jason Kelsey's like saying we probably the most stoutest front versus the run, like post trade deadline. Like we're actually putting the fear in teams now, and that's actually that's gonna play an effect now. Now teams got to play you differently, dog. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? They got to respect you.
yes, they do. And listen, I think that we still haven't even seen the best, version of like Donovan Izaraku or somebody like that. Because I think by the time the season wraps up, Donovan Izaraku is going to be a better pass rusher. Because he gets better he gets better every single week. I got to watch the film on this one, but I feel like he's getting better. And hell, speaking of which, like Jalen Watson is also somebody that's considered, a guy that's been getting better. He's considered a very good coverage corner in his own right. That's why they felt comfortable, letting old buddy walk and go to Tennessee. The other All Pro cornerback they had, because they felt good in the development of Jalen Watson. George Pickens smoked that man. He guarded him 7 times. Well, he was targeted against him 7 times. Had 5 catches for 85 yards against Jalen Watson, and this was the most receiving yards allowed by Chiefs defenders against a single receiver since 2018. So that predates the Super Bowl windows and shit that they had. That's how long it's been since somebody cooked a Chiefs defender like that. What George Pickens did.
Yeah, this duo got a chance to be historic. We got to cash in on and win, but it has a chance to be historic for sure. Like they over here comparing to Chris Carter and Randy Moss.
As they
You
should.
know, yeah, we got to keep playing. Got to keep playing, but I can definitely see it though.
Real shit. Also, I love when a plan comes together. I had touched on this shit, before the game. We had me and Lan that did a show, and just to put this metric, into layman terms, Dallas Cowboys use a lot of play action. Dak Prescott is very good at play action. Chiefs suck at trying to stop play action. They are the worst team in the NFL against play action passes. And guess what? The Dallas Cowboys use play action pass on like 40% of Dak Prescott passes this game. He lit their ass up. Both touchdown passes off of play action. You know, he was superb with it. They did not do a good job of protecting play action. And what I love to see is when your coaches they study trends and they look at the blemishes and the weaknesses in the other team's armors and they take full advantage of it. Cause they were out this bitch play action in the damn Chiefs to death. Even when the run was not necessarily getting a whole bunch of yardage. I know we broke the 43-yard run with Malik Davis, but that was really the outlier of the day. Like the run game was okay, but it wasn't really generating a lot of explosives or nothing like that. So when you run the ball, regardless, of what happens, when you run the ball on a consistent basis and you set up the play action shots, it paid dividends. Because I promise you, that 51-yard pass to CeeDee Lamb look just like every other run the Dallas Cowboys had did, up to that point. And they ran the ball, and they ran the ball. And fourth quarter backed up in the shadow of their own goalposts. They showed like they were finna run the same kind of run action they always do, and they bombed their ass over the top. And that's why you keep running the ball. It's just like when you boxing. You use the jab to set up the hook. Use the jab to set up the uppercut. They use the jab to set up the knockout blow. They were jabbing the Chiefs, and they set up the knockout blow. Because them getting down there to make it a two-possession game with all that time come off the clock was the difference in this football game.
Yeah, you controlled the game the entire way. That's why I said you controlled it. That's why I said a wrong game is so important. That's what Shotty was talking about. Is married in. All it is just to neutralize their pass rush and because Chris was getting after it early on, but you attacked him and you punched him a little bit. That hand became a little weak. You know what I'm saying? Them ears is not as pinned back as it used to is. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, all that it's one big cognitive wheel, and if we keep doing that, I don't see anybody stopping us but us.
hmm I agree, man. Matter of fact, because I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves. I'm happy, but Lou, I'm telling you this: I am doing Lions. If next time I go live, I'm talking about the Lions. You know what I'm saying? Like it's good to feel good.
Did
You
you hear
know,
that they center came back out of retirement?
yeah, he came back out of retirement. He didn't play this game because, of course, he just got off the couch. And I'm not sure what his conditioning is. So I'm not even sure if he plays against us. I know they might try and go, but that's going to be a tough ask for somebody to come off the couch and then try and stop Quentin Williams. You know what I'm
I think
saying?
they're I
So,
think they're ain't they extra hurt? Cause I watched the Packers game. Like I think Tate got hurt. I don't know if the backup center got hurt. Like they're extra hurt now at the O line.
their
You know.
backup center, like the center that was starting, before he came out of retirement, he was hurt. He didn't play this last game. I'm not sure the severity of it. Amon-Ra St. Brown got injured, and they say he probably going to be out this upcoming game against us. I'll have to just check their injury report. But, the game plan is going to still be the game plan. I'm going to try and control the line of scrimmage. Jared Goff is not the same mobile quarterback as a Patrick Mahomes. If you get pressure on Jared Goff, he's going down. You can make plays against Jared Goff when he had to move from the spot. Throwing on the run, he's not as good as doing that as a Patrick Mahomes. So I'm telling you what my game plan is for the Lions right now, and I make some adjustments. As I watch more film on them. I'm stopping the run. I'm selling out to stop the run first. I'm leaving my 5-man front out there. We cannot let Jameer Gibbs and Montgomery control the game. If we can stop the run, we can stop them because I can disrupt Jared Goff because he's a timing based quarterback. You move him from the spot, he's not as effective as he is, and when he's in rhythm. And they are a team that rely heavily on play action like we do. So if we can, sort of stifle the run and we can win on early downs, maybe get a negative play, make it a very obvious passing situation, and then get after Jared Goff, especially them not having Sam Laporta. Sam Laporta is on IR with a bad back. They won't see Sam Laporta again unless he comes back in the playoffs if they make it in there. Uh, they're saying early on Amon-Ra St. Brown might not be able to go, even if they do try and rush him out there. He wasn't even able to play this last game, so I highly doubt he'll be efficient against the Dallas Cowboys if he does play. And then there's question marks along their offensive line now, with the injuries and not knowing the playing ability, of of the guy that they got coming back, out of retirement. So there's a lot of question marks around the Lions right now. But going into it, I'm not letting Jameer Gibbs beat me. I'm not letting Montgomery beat me. David Montgomery. I'm not. I'm just not. Like if Jared Goff go out there and he throw the ball 50 times and he beats me, I will walk to the middle of the field, shake that nigga hand, and say you did your big one. You did your big one. But it's not finna be they running for 7 yards and we gonna just play act. No, fuck that. You gonna have to beat me passing the ball around. You gonna have to beat me from shotgun, Jared Goff. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I agree. We're gonna get to the film though. Let's see like how dangerous the other receivers are, and Tesla and J
I like
Mo.
Tesla.
Yeah,
He,
I know you're a
he from my
Razorback. I know.
school.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we're going. I just because I might be okay with Eberflus going back maybe 60-40. Just a little bit maybe because
Yeah.
I think J Mo is the best way he can beat deep ball and everything like that. You just got to contain him. So
I
we'll
agree.
see. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, because I'm playing it like I might play inside out. On JMO. I might just play. Inside leverage. Have a safety over top. And whatever happens, if you can beat me out on the corner, cool. If you can, but I'm not letting him, house a slant. You see what happens when Jordan Pickens, gets the ball in his hand on them slants. He's like a danger to score. The moment the ball hits his hand, he has a running start. So I'm taking away the skinny post and I'm taking away the slants. From JMO. I'm not saying that he's a bad wide receiver. He's amazing. He's a very explosive guy. He's a deep ball threat, but he also is a guy that's a big yak guy as well. So I'm taking away end breakers. I'm taking away the quick hitters where he can just catch the ball with a head of steam, and I'm also taking away the over the top, the top balls to him, because if you throw the ball, if you consistently throw the ball to Isaac to Tesla, and I like Tesla, but if Tesla beats you, you don't deserve to win the football game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
If you let
yeah,
Tesla beat you, you don't deserve to win the football game. So I'm gonna just lead Tesla over there with whoever's supposed to be guarding them, whether that be Bland if he's able to go, whether that be Revel, whether that be Diggs, 'cause Diggs might be back. But I'm not letting J-Mo beat me in the passing game. So those are two on my list. I'm not letting you run the ball, and I'm not letting you get the ball to J-Mo in the passing situations. Like those are my two non-negotiables when it comes to this game.
yeah. Well, listen, bro, I'm gonna have to get on up out of here, bro. I appreciate you letting me come on to your platform, dog.
Man, you at home, nigga. Don't you ain't gotta say. Listen, Lou. At this point, you can just walk in the crib and go right to the refrigerator, man. You ain't gotta say all that shit. You at home, my boy. You got a key to the liquor store, man. Just come in whenever you want to.
Appreciate it, man.
Already,
Y'all
y'all
heard
make
it.
sure
Hey,
y'all show love to Lou though, man. He got a great growing, robust platform. Go sub up, go share. Go get a membership because you got memberships yet?
yeah, I got them on. I'm still tweaking. You know what I'm saying? How I'm a branded, but yeah, hey, I ain't gonna turn down no free money.
Hell nah, go sub, go get a membership. Go hit the share button. Go watch some of them damn documentary this nigga making. I don't even call them videos no more. Go watch them documentaries my
I'm
nigga be
trying.
dropping over there, man.
Yeah, I'm trying, man. Now look, y'all make sure y'all tune into the liquor store, man. Go on, yeah, I'm saying, tell them what you need. Tell him what you. He got everything. He got that moonshine. He got cut water, all that, man. You know what I'm saying?
We got Eagles
And
tears fresh out the eyes, nigga.
and buy one and get a free box of Fugazios. You feel me?
Hell yeah.
We
Hell
appreciate y'all,
yeah.
man.
Appreciate you, Lou. I'm gonna tap in with you, man.
All right.
And that was the brother Lou Tex, man, sliding in and showing some love to the channel. Early on in this morning, man. Salute to the brother Lou Tex, man. And I'm being serious, man. I ain't just say that because the boy was on the show. He makes some damn good content. I love watching his videos, especially when he be breaking down the offensive line and shit. So y'all make sure y'all go and sub to my boy, man. He always drops some damn good content. Make sure you go show some support. But yeah, man, back to what I was saying about this game, man. Like, I think your quarterback said it the best. And that's why I'm gonna be hyper vigilant and hyper focused. Hey, what's up, Mama Lou? We still team werewolf. And that was exactly what Jordan Pickens is. That nigga howl at the moon and he bite folks' chins off, man. He might eat a nigga. But we just gonna chain him up during the full moon, man. We got us one. I don't give a damn what Jordan Pickens do. I don't give a damn if he missed meetings. I don't give a damn if he was, at every strip club in Las Vegas. I don't give a damn if he was drunk during the game. I don't give a damn if he met up with his uncle before the game and he was drinking moonshine with his favorite uncle before he went out there and played with the Dallas Cowboys. If you drop 88 yards every game and you jumping over folks and you spinning out of tackles and going down the field and you explosive and you prime time, I don't give a damn what you do. That's a werewolf. That's what I be talking about, man. That is exactly what I be talking about. That is a werewolf. Jordan Pickens is a werewolf, man. He howl at the moon, he bite niggas, and he eat people. And as long as you chain him up during the full moon, we ain't got no issues. But like your quarterback was saying, damn right, Team Werewolf, Mama Lou. But like your quarterback was saying, man, we're not just gonna sit on some high because of this win. We know we got a big one coming again next week. And all this really does for us is give us more confidence. And he was just talking about beating, the Chiefs and the Eagles in back-to-back weeks. Because guess what? They understand that every game moving forward is a must-win game. Every game moving forward is a must-win game at this point. Like, you might get in at 10-6-1, but you damn near guarantee it at 11-5-1. If you get to 11 wins, you're in. If you get to 11 wins, you're in. Every team you play is a must-win game moving forward. It is a must-win game moving forward. It is a must-win game moving forward. I don't know how many times I gotta say it because I want to hammer this home, not just for us but for the players too. I want them to refocus. I want them to stay vigilant. Oh, landlord! I have no idea what landlord is. It's his birthday too. Matter of fact, it is my brother's birthday, so I know he's not here with us, but I do want y'all to support whatever he's doing right now, because he might still be in motion right now. But show landlord some love too, man. His cash app is landlord723. Hit my brother cash app, show him some love. He just turned 39. at the stroke of midnight. I'll be mailing him. I'll be telling landlord he's the oldest nigga in existence next to Methuselah. So make sure y'all show my brother some love, man. Hit land cash app. He just turned 39. It's his birthday. So show some love to landlord if you can, man. And I think he'll really appreciate that. Yeah, if Eagles lose tonight, we just 2 games behind them. Correct. And the Dallas Cowboys are in a win-win situation when it comes to the Chicago game, versus the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? If the Eagles lose, the Dallas Cowboys, are in position to try and steal, the NFC East title from them. You know what I'm saying? If they lose a couple more games. If the Eagles win, it helps the Dallas Cowboys in the wild card race because the Chicago Bears, play some gangster ass teams down the stretch. The Chicago Bears, I think, play the Packers twice still. They got some harder games down the stretch. So it's a win-win for the Dallas Cowboys. This is why you got to go and handle your business, man. This why you got to go and handle your business, man. Because when you handle your business like this, it don't matter, with the outcome of these games now. If you handle your business, everything works in your favor. If you keep winning, none of this shit matters. He lost to them, they lost to them. Get your 11 wins, Dallas Cowboys, and you're going to get in. 11 wins and you're in. 11 wins and you're in. And I don't want you counting your chickens before they hatch. I don't want you to go out here and beat the brakes off the Lions and then fold when you play the Vikings. Every win matters. Every game matters. Every game matters moving forward, man. Matter of fact, let me load this in because I think I got the updated version, of the Dallas Cowboys. They remaining schedule. Well, let me see. Let me see if I can find it in here. I think I did screenshot it. I did. Okay, so I can put it in. Y'all just bear with me. Sometimes you gotta make repairs to the plane while it's still flying. Can't land that motherfucker. But you still gotta make it happen. So let me get this added in here real quick. Media, other, image, photo library. There it go. All right. So this is now the updated. Look at the Dallas Cowboys remaining schedule out. Right. We play the Lions, the Vikings, the Chargers, and then we end, with 2 road games. So 3 of our final 5 games are on the road. Two of our final games are against divisional opponents that know us very well. So even though their records aren't great, they still pose a challenge because of the familiarity. Right? The familiarity, with this team poses a challenge for the Dallas Cowboys going into a hostile environment, to try and win these games. Seahawks could lose 3. The Lions could lose multiple more games. The Bears could lose multiple more games. Like, we have the easier stretch down the way. I'm not just saying, for a fact that, these. I'm not saying that these are cakewalk games. I'm just saying, like, these teams are not as tough as the two games that you just played. The Lions, when healthy, are a superb team, but they're not healthy right now. So you should be able to beat that team, regardless if it's on the road. You should be able to beat the Vikings. You're a better team than the Vikings. There's numerous injuries to the Chargers. There's numerous injuries to Washington. There's numerous injuries to the Giants. If you stay healthy and play your best brand of football, you should be able to win these final 5 games out there, man. You should be able to do it. And I don't want them to read the press. I don't want them to read the press clippings. I don't want them to think we done made it. The job is not done. You can't blink. Ain't no time to blink. Ain't no time to take your foot off the gas. Ain't no time, to falter. If you want to win, you need 11 to get in. You got to win 11, man. 11 wins to get in. We ain't trying to hope with 10 wins that multiple teams, don't win 11 games. We can't hope that multiple teams don't win 11 games. But we can damn sure guarantee we win out. It's hard for teams to win 12. You ain't finna have 7 12-win teams. there can't be 7 12-win teams. There will not be 7 12-win teams. So if you get 11-5-1, you will be a playoff team. If you get to 11-5-1, you will be a playoff team. So, like I said, we're going to lock in and we're going to focus up on the Lions, man, when I come back. But I appreciate y'all for everything that y'all do, for all the love that y'all show, all the support that you give to your boy Henny. On the way out, please hit the share button. Please hit the like button. Please hit the cash app. Please hit the super chat. I feel so good. Listen, man, I am going to make some member-only content today. Regardless of what happens, you will have multiple members-only content up there by the end of the day. I'm taking time out the day to do that for y'all because I love y'all. So if y'all want to see the members-only content I'm dropping, get a membership. It costs the same as like a super chat. You know what I'm saying? If you normally send a super chat, you can spend the same amount of money, and become a member, and you'll be able to see all the member-only content that we drop. And especially it's going to be crucial in the off season to become a member because we're going to do multiple film studies for Cowboys College, and we're going to have that on the members-only content because YouTube is going to hate us out. You know what I'm saying? So make sure to get your memberships. We'll be doing members-only content and increasing the volume. So on the way out, hit everybody cash app, hit everybody super chats. Lou channel is still connected, so y'all make sure that y'all show some love and hit Lou's cash app. Make sure y'all hit Lou's super chats because he still will receive them. Make sure y'all go out there and share Lou content. Make sure y'all go and get memberships to Lou content. Do the same on my end. And we appreciate y'all in advance. Show love to Landlord. It's his birthday. His cash app is Landlord723. So thank y'all for everything. We'll spin the block later on. And in the words of my big cousin, West Coast Cowboy, never look down, because the style is up.